Hey guys, it's Gemini Jets fan here again to do a new airport update of my CapeMay International Airport. I'm sorry I've been gone for a while. I had a lot of stuff going on in the past couple of months to where I wasn't able to make videos. I did get new planes though, so that'll be a cool thing to see in my airport update that you haven't seen in my last ones. So stay tuned for those and let's get started. So here we have our first model, the Delta MD-90, which is going to be pushing back to head out to Atlanta. Here we have the Delta 757-300, which is deboarding passengers from a long flight from LAX. Here we have the Delta 737-900 Spirit Seattle livery, which is going to be resting for the night and will head out to Seattle first thing in the morning. Here we have a Delta MD-88, which is now deboarding passengers from Atlanta. Back here by the runway, we have a Korean Air 777-300ER, which is now touching down from Seoul, South Korea. We have a United 757-200, which is going to be heading out to Dublin once the 777 clears. We have a United CRJ 700, which will be heading out to Raleigh, Durham. We have a JetBlue A320, which will be heading out to San Juan, Puerto Rico. In the corner, we have a Delta E170, which will be resting for the night and will head out to Cincinnati in the morning. A Virgin Atlantic 787, which will also be resting for the night and will be heading out to London Heathrow. A China Southern A380 will be boarding passengers and luggage and will be heading out to Beijing capital in 45 minutes. Here we have a Delta 717, which is now pushing back to head out to Atlanta. We have a Delta 737-800, which has just arrived from Fort Lauderdale. Will be deboarding passengers shortly. We have a Delta 757, which will be heading out to Paris Charles de Gaulle in 45 minutes. We have a Delta A319, which will be resting for the night and will be heading out to Atlanta in the morning. Here we have a Delta 737-800, which has just arrived from Las Vegas and will be pulling into the gate. And a Delta 757, which is boarding passengers and loading luggage to head out to San Juan, Puerto Rico. For the heavy side of the Delta terminal, we have a Delta A330-200, which is about to hook up to the gate and getting catering, which has just came in from Amsterdam. A Delta 777-200LR, which is boarding passengers to head out to Tokyo Narita. And a Delta A330-300, which has just came in from Milan, Italy. Aeromexico 737-700, which is pushing back to head out to Mexico City. We have a Caribbean Airlines 737-800, which is boarding passengers and getting catering to head out to Trinidad. We have a Frontier A319, which will be pushing back to head out to Atlanta. A Virgin America A320 has just arrived from Las Vegas. United A320 is getting fuel and will be heading out to Denver, Colorado in 4 hours. And a United 737-800, which is resting for the night and will be heading out to Dallas Love Field the next morning. On the taxiway, we have a United Express -8 Q400, which has just arrived from Buffalo, New York. We have a Southwest 737-700 new colors, which will be heading out to Dallas Love Field in 35 minutes after it finishes boarding passengers and getting catering. We have a 737-800 Southwest, which is done for the night and will be heading out to Orlando in the morning. A Spirit A319, which has just arrived from Detroit. Another Spirit A319, which is pushing back to head out to Myrtle Beach. A JetBlue A321, which will be resting for the night and will be heading out to San Juan, Puerto Rico in the morning. And a JetBlue A320 Sharklet, which has just arrived from Long Beach. For the international section of that terminal is an Lufthansa A330-300, which will be heading out to Munich in about an hour and a half. We have an Aer Lingus A330-200, which has just arrived from Ireland. And we have a British Airways 747-400, which will be resting over the night from London Heathrow. For the American section, we have a 757-200, which has just arrived from Miami. We have American MD-80, which has also arrived from Miami earlier in the day though. We have a American 757, which will be heading out to London Heathrow, and a American A321, which will be resting and heading out to LAX in the morning. For the heavy for American, we have a 777-300, which will be heading out to Rio de Janeiro in 20 minutes. We also have a American 767, which will be heading out to Amsterdam, and an Air Berlin A330-200, which has just arrived from Berlin-Tegel. A Delta 737-700 will be heading out to Tampa, and a United 753 has just arrived from LAX. Now these are all the terminals and airlines for this airport so far. It has grown, believe it or not. Some of the airlines that I'm looking at getting to help make this airport more diverse is more Asian carriers and more smaller Caribbean airlines like we have here, maybe a LAN 76 or 78. Same with TAM. I think I want to get another A380. I just don't know which one I want to get. Maybe a Korean Air so they can serve 2 daily flights, or Air France. I think I'm going to hold off on Delta. I have quite a few. The ones that are on the airport right now is not even all of them. I still have 767s, A320s, more 75s that I didn't have any room to put on the airport, so I didn't want it to look like over congested. So I'm good on Delta. American, I think I'm going to get the ERJ 145, maybe 2 of those. United, probably Aero Classics 737-700 if I can find one. And just overall accessories for the airport. Like this terminal has foils on it on both sides, and it's pretty much done. I just have to fix the gateways a little more and put stickers on them. That terminal right there has the jetways, just no foils, and the far one I still have to glue and put foils and buy gates. So same thing with this one, but the foils are already on it. Leave comments below of what airlines you want to see here that's realistic for this airport. It is based in New Jersey, so think about planes that fly to JFK and stuff like that you want to see here in updates. Any suggestions on what I should do to improve, make more realistic? If you guys want to do routes with me, that's fine. I don't think I'm in an alliance anymore. I was in the JetBlue 595, like his alliance, but he hasn't been on YouTube in a while, so I don't know if that's still a thing or it's over. But if anybody wants to do routes to my airport, that would be great. Just leave a comment of what planes and stuff you want to send to my airport. Like I said, leave a comment. Don't be afraid to suggest something like make your airport more diverse by getting, I don't know, ANA, cargo, and stuff like that. Anything that you want to see in this airport that think would help my airport look better, just don't be afraid to leave a comment. And thank you for watching, and see you guys in the next update.